the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Beginning the drive here with Armstead. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. You look at this Steeler defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Back to throw. McKinley. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's to the 15, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Weber. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
On first down, Griffin. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chambers. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. The Steelers at 11-1 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl front runners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
On second down now, Maynard. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. From the shotgun, Griffin. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. There's Griffin to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Chambers. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, The open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
To throw on second down, McKinley. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Now Weber. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
He finds his man, complete. It's Weber. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at about the 28.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip.
From the gun, it's Griffin. He's going to let this one go deep. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards. One of the good things about throwing it in his direction, he usually has the size advantage on those two-man catches.
And what I like about his game is that he carries himself at his full height. He understands it's an advantage and uses it at every opportunity.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Griffin. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Maynard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They snap it at 1. Now it's Griffin. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Now Griffin on 2nd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Griffin.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Going with Armstead, a 1st down carry.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A run for Weber. He'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll run again here with Weber. Able to slither by. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Up the middle they go. It's Weber. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
You doing okay over there, partner? Because that's yet another sack in this game that you just had to call. And we're not even at halftime yet. No wonder this team has the lead. What an effort by the defense right from the word go. The adjustments at halftime, they're going to have to be big, or this could really get ugly in the second half.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Griffin. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looking to throw. Griffin. He finds his man, complete. It's Peters. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Back to throw. Griffin. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 2 yards to go. Second down. Once again, Griffin. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
He finds his man, complete. It's Peters. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Throwing again, Griffin. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Malik Neighbors, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Bills locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a second down and 4.
Now the first carry here for their running back.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Here's third and a few inches. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Griffin. Looking middle, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be third down. Here's Griffin.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a handoff up the middle.
Maynard. He'll get this down to the 38. Second and 7.
Out of the gun, Griffin.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals will have solid field position. As they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football.
The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Off play action. McKinley.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
After the interception, here's Griffin. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 1.
Now Griffin.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he will have a Steelers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on third and a yard.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
They'll run on first down.
Maynard, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the second and 8.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense that's just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Now a give, right side. Maynard. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second down and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Chambers. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Looking to throw. Now look out. Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
And they'll try to run the option here.
Shreds the tackle. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun. McKinley.
That one out wide and intercepted.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be 1 step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
After the interception, here's Griffin. He finds his man, complete. That's Guzman. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On second down, Maynard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
On 1st and 10, McKinley. And Graham on the grab. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And Graham's got it over the middle.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete. It's Collins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. Up the middle they go. Weber. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. His guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
He'll keep it himself.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. McKinley. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 4 yards out. And the Steelers stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. McKinley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He finds his man, complete. It's Weaver. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun, McKinley. He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Pittsburgh, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bengals,